Like the game changers in my health journey was being able to incorporate fermented foods. I got a stack of veggies that I'm gonna pickle and some spices. Some green beans, some jalapenos, some red onions, cucumbers, garlic, and sweet peppers. So I've shown you guys how I make my sauerkraut, and for that I just use salt and no water. But for all of these veggies, I'm gonna do water and salt to get them fermented. Before I start, I'm just gonna boil some water, add some salt to it, and then prep my veggies. Okay, so I just got a pot ready, and if you can see here, max 3 liters. So this is 3 liters of water. I'm gonna bring that to a boil, and for every liter of water I just need 1.5 tablespoons of salt. So for 3 liters of water I'm gonna use 4.5 tablespoons of salt. That's 1 tablespoon. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 4.5. This is just to get the salt to water ratio right. You might not need all of it. And don't forget, never use iodized salt. Just use sea salt. For the green beans, I'm just taking out the ends like that. For the cucumbers, you could just leave them whole if you like. Depends on what you want to do with them, how you want to eat them. But I want to eat them in my salads. So I'm gonna cut them a little bit, not too much. Not too small and not too big. I'll cut them in half. Like so. And then cut them again across. And so these are the sizes I'm gonna use. Just put them in a bowl. My water just got to a boil, so I'm just gonna make sure all my salt dissolves. I'm gonna turn that off. So you want to prep your water first with the salt and let it cool down completely before you mix anything. So that's why I started with my salt water. So while I'm prepping my veggies, this will go down, to normal, like room temperature, before I can use it. For the jalapenos, I'm just gonna take off this end, chop them in rounds. Since I stopped buying the store-bought, I've been making my own pickles, and it tastes even more delicious. So for the jalapenos, I left the seeds in because those are spicy and I love spicy. These are sweet peppers, so I'm gonna take the seeds out. I'm gonna cut this really small, like so. And I'm gonna mix all the colors together. For the onions, I'm just gonna slice them like this. You can slice them round if you like rounds, like onion rings. I have finished chopping my veggies and waited some time for my water to get cold. So you want your water to go down to room temperature. It's not like you're trying to boil the veggies. It was just to disinfect and get the salt to melt completely. So while that got ready, I also prepped my jars. I've got 5 32-ounce mason jars. You can have any amount of veggies you want, more or less, it doesn't matter. It just depends on the size of your jar. So the only thing that needs measurements is the salt and water ratio. I used 3 liters of water and 4.5 tablespoons of salt. I might not use all that water, so it's better to have more than this. So I'm gonna pack my veggies in my jars and then just add the water and the spices. Even if you had already washed these jars sometime earlier and kept them, before you use them, you still need to wash them, soak them in boiling water just to disinfect. Sometimes there might be something in there that you cannot see with your bare eyes, but the boiling water helps to disinfect it. I'm going to start with the cucumbers. I'm just going to pack them in the jar. Black pepper, pink pepper, peppercorns. These are really sweet. I'm just putting a little bit of spice in there. It's just a little bit of coriander. These are great in salads. Juniper berries. That's full enough because I'm gonna put my stopper in there. I'm gonna fill all the veggies before I start adding the water. I use the same spices in all the ferments as I fill them up. I got some garlic. I have some extra. I'm gonna put it in a smaller container. Time to add the water. I have this fancy equipment that I got from Amazon. This is like a weight to push everything down. If you don't have this, you can use like the stem of a cabbage, some veggie to do that. So I have this, but I don't have enough. I have 5 jars, but I have 4 of these toppers. And then I have these ones. These ones have a small hole. It helps the gases come out. So you don't have to open it every day to let the gases out if you have this. But if you don't have this, then after the second day, you need to open your jar and let the gases out for a few seconds and then close it back. So I have this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to push down my jalapenos with this. So everything is submerged. If I had stuff flying out, I could just use a cabbage leaf, cover the veggies first before adding this, but everything is staying down, so this is fine. And then I'm going to put that on and then use a ring and then just lock it. You want to make sure everything is submerged in water to avoid stuff growing on the sides. So because I lock it this way, I don't need to open it anytime because there's a hole here for the gases to come out. I'm going to lock it. Yeah. I'm going to use a cabbage leaf for this one. So I covered the green beans with the cabbage leaf and I'm still going to weigh it down with this. Whatever you do, just make sure everything is submerged in water. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to push this down. I'm just going to lock it. Everything is submerged in water. Okay. I'm going to cover this with a leaf. Okay. I don't have another weight for this one. I'm just going to depend on this cabbage leaf to weigh it down for me. As you can see, everything is submerged in water. So even without the fancy equipment, you can just use a veggie leaf, like a cabbage leaf, and push it down. And then you lock it. I got all 5 ready. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready for fermentation. After prepping everything like this, you just want to leave them on the counter at least 7 days. After 7 days, you taste it. In fact, just the color will show you it's good to go. So you taste it and it's ready. You take it out and put it in your fridge. So you have to take this out and use a normal lid to lock it and put it in your fridge. Today is day 7. Our ferments are ready. I'm gonna open them and show you what they look like and tell you what it tastes like. So 7 days ago, I started 5 different ferments. Before I open the containers, the jars to taste them, I just want to say this. One of the things, like the game changers in my health journey, was being able to incorporate fermented foods. So fermented foods are very healthy. That's how you feed good bacteria and improve your gut microbiome. And if your gut is healthy, your whole body is healthy. So when you take care of your gut, you take care of your whole body. Fermented foods are a must. If you want to be healthy, you need to incorporate fermented foods in your diet. So when I started, I would just use sauerkraut. All of these other veggies, if I had them fermented, I would buy them from the store. So I used to make only sauerkraut until I found out that most of the jalapenos and sweet peppers that I used to buy had a lot of dangerous additives. So I have this app, you can download it on your phone. It's called Yuka. Like the shape of a cassava, Yuka. So I downloaded it on my Android phone, and every product that I buy now, I scan it to see how good or how bad it is. And on a scale of 1 to 100, it tells you how good or how bad the product is. And all those pickled jalapenos and sweet peppers that I used to buy, it said they had dangerous additives to stay away from. So these are like stuff that I want to add to my salad. And I'm like, I need to find another way. So I decided to make them myself. So it's salad season again. And this is how I prep for different kinds of salads that I'll be making. I just want to have these as toppings. See, if you have these fermented products and you add them to your salads, sometimes you don't even need salad dressing. It's ready for those who want to buy salad dressing from the store. Those are also packed with all kinds of preservatives that you don't need. So I've been learning to eat veggies raw, and I'm beginning to love the taste. My taste buds have changed. I actually love the taste of raw veggies. So that most times I would just mix my veggies, add my fermented veggies, mix it together with some of the fermented juice, and I don't need salad dressing. If you're making ferments and you don't have these gadgets, on day 2, you want to release and close at least once a day, every day from day 2, release and close to get the gases out. If not, if you have this, you just use this and leave it for the entire period. So you just use the weights to keep the veggies submerged in the juice. This one I used the cabbage leaf. I'm just gonna take it out. Okay. I'm gonna put a little bit in plate so you can see what they look like. Imagine adding this goodness in your salad. I am gonna taste it. That's what my cucumber looks like right now. It's crunchy and sweet. They're so good. Everything tastes so good. So when I make salads, I add a little bit of this with the juice. All the good bacteria is present in the juice. Some people actually take a tablespoon of the juice every day on an empty stomach to boost, the good bacteria in their gut. So do not, trash the juice. I put it in my marinades. I put it in my salad dressings. That jalapeno is spicy. If you can't take so much heat, you could take out the seeds from the jalapeno and leave just a little bit if you can't take so much heat. But these are all very healthy. This is a game changer if you want to eat healthy salad. Even if you're not making a salad, every day eat a little bit of this. Just take a bowl, take tablespoon of everything, just eat it. Sometimes I make a quick salad. Let me tell you what I do. I take a little bit of this, cut some avocado in it, add some cherry tomatoes, and I just eat it like a quick snack. So try to incorporate fermented foods in your diet and take care of your gut health. When you take care of your gut health, you populate the good bacteria that keeps the bad bacteria away and keeps you healthy. Please, please, please try this. Eat fermented foods, make them yourself. It's better to make it at home than to buy it from the store with additives and preservatives and all of that. Try to make your own food at home. So, and if you missed my video on sauerkraut, that was the first fermented video that I made. I'm going to link it to this video so you can go and make it. Sauerkraut is a must. It helps fermented foods also, apart from populating the good bacteria and taking care of your gut health, it also helps you to lose weight. So as I said, one of the game changers in my health journey was incorporating fermented foods in my diet. So don't minimize it. It goes a long way to keeping you healthy and maintaining your weight loss.